Hi, Tanna Marshall here with your Feel Good Friday message, and joined by Boo Boo today. And today I want to talk to you about recovering from a negative experience. I had a pretty negative experience happen last week. I'm not going to go into the details because I don't want to dwell on it, and I don't want you to dwell on it either. But I had something happen that gave me that feeling of shock and ice through my veins, that kind of frozen feeling of anxiety, but you can't move and you don't know how to react, you don't know how to take it in, your brain becomes all foggy and you can't really think, and it's just completely upsetting, totally throws you off balance. And so whenever I go through something like this these days, I think, okay, let me be really conscientious of how I'm handling it so I can use it for a video and hopefully help somebody else going through the same thing. So, hi Lovey, both the kitties have decided to join us today. So in the moment, I happened to be with my husband, but I didn't want to tell him because he would have been supportive, but in a negative way, like, screw them. And, I didn't want that kind of support in the moment. So that's something to keep in mind too. When you're going through something like this, be careful of who you share it with or who you go to for support, because someone who's going to be pissed off on your behalf is just going to contribute to the negative vibe, and that's not going to help you recover from it. So first of all, you want to breathe. Just thinking about it, I'm like, I need to take a deep breath. So I just breathed and just tried to calm myself down and go, okay, let me just step away from this for a moment and take care of myself, because that's number one. You want to take care of yourself in the moment, and that's going to be different for everybody. Unfortunately, my husband had to go out and run an errand right around the time this happened, so I had a little bit of time alone to just process it and try to calm myself down a little bit. So one of the things that I do, this isn't for everybody, but one of the things that I do, I like to take a swig of something really strong. If I have been completely thrown off and I can't even function and I'm so stressed out that I can't think straight, just a swig of something really strong will help me calm down. Now, I was going through a detox a few months ago and I couldn't do that. So my other resources are, I have this supplement called L-theanine, which I highly recommend. I like the enzymatic brand. I've been taking it for years. I recommend this to anybody who's having trouble sleeping or who has anxiety. It's derived from green tea, so it is all kinds of healthy, and all of the side effects are beneficial. So it helps your mental clarity, helps your memory. Lovey, no, stay here. It helps your immune system. It strengthens your immune system. It counters the negative effects of caffeine. So it's really a great thing to have on hand. And you can't OD on it. You can take one every day just to kind of maintain this well-being feeling and this kind of calm and peacefulness. It also will help you sleep. You can take several and it'll help you calm down and sleep at night. But it never makes you groggy, never makes you feel drugged out, because it's not a drug. But I have taken quite a few in the past when I've been going through some kind of negative experience where I've been very, very upset. If I didn't want to take a swig of something, or I couldn't because I was detoxing or something like that, I'll take like maybe 4 L-theanine. I've taken up to 6 before. And like I said, you can't OD on it. It won't make you feel drugged out. I mean, it affects everybody differently. I've had some people tell me that it made them feel kind of groggy. For me, it doesn't. But like I said, it's one of those things where if you try it, you have to gauge and see what works for you, how much works for different situations that you're going through, what might be good for maintenance for you. But I've taken up to 6 when I have been completely out of my mind and just needed to come down and calm down, and they really give you a feeling of peace and well-being. It's pretty amazing. So I'm so grateful that I have this supplement. I always want to share it with people because it's a great thing to have on hand. So I would highly recommend that. I get mine on Amazon. You can get a bigger bottle for less, like everything on Amazon. So once you've calmed down and you're dealing with the initial shock, trying to recover from the initial shock, just step away from it. Hopefully it's nothing that requires a response, but if it does, give yourself some time to think and decide if and how you want to respond, and make sure that it feels good to you, and then it's going to be mutually beneficial, because just lashing out with someone is just going to cause this back and forth of defensiveness and more negativity. So just step away until you can decide if and how you want to respond. So, and then you want to get support. So I have great support available to me. I've got great friends. I've got my coach and friend, Maura. So find somebody who's going to be a positive source of support for you and just going to listen. And if you want some feedback and advice, that's great. Choose somebody that you know will be supportive of you in a positive way. But if you just need someone to listen, sometimes you just need someone to listen while you are kind of venting the whole thing to get it up and out. But just choose one person, because as I've said before, you don't want to go and tell all of your friends, because you're going to be spreading all of that negativity, and then a lot of them will probably be doing that negative support, like, oh, screw them and you're right, and blah, you don't need that, because then everybody's going to be having a negative vibe about it. It's just going to contribute to your negative vibe, and you want to be feeling better. So that's definitely not going to make you feel better. So just remember too that this will pass. It's only temporary. If you can just get through this moment by moment, it will pass, and you will feel a little bit better every day. It took me about 2 days to get over this thing, 2 or 3 days, because you also have those negative conversations going in your head too, about you're running scenarios through your mind. Oh, I could have done this, or I could have said that, or I should have done this or said that. And that's normal. That's okay. Don't try and block it. Just let it be part of the process to get it up and out of your system. And also, a great tool for times like this is tapping. You can tap. When something upsetting happens, start tapping. And don't worry if you don't know how to do it. My favorite resource is thetappingsolution.com. You can go over there and check out. They've got charts and videos to instruct you how to do this. And they have videos of all different kinds of topics. You can find whatever you're dealing with. They'll have a tapping video for it, either on their website or on YouTube. I love you. But tapping is great, and what's crazy is often when I'm going through a time like this, I forget to tap. But that's because when you're that upset, you can't think. And all of these resources that you might have available to you or that you know of, they might not even come to your mind at the moment because you're just too upset. It's that fight or flight thing, and it's taken all the blood away from your brain to put it into your body to prepare you for fight or flight, which you don't physically need to do a lot of the times, but that's still how your body prepares for it. So that's why you can't think. And that's one of the reasons you feel that ice going through your veins, because your blood is literally moving in your body to prepare you. So just acknowledge that you can't think. It's okay. And that's why I say just breathe. God, just talking about this makes me need to breathe more. So when it first happens, I think it's pretty easy to remember to breathe, because you might stop breathing and start holding your breath. So just allow that breath to flow through you. Allow those emotions to run wild so that you can get them up and out. And suppressing them and containing them is not going to help, because eventually they will need to get out somehow, and they can settle in your body and cause physical problems. So you don't want that. You want to get it up and out. But if you remember to tap, even if you don't know anything about tapping, just do the side of your hand. Oh my God, I can't believe this happened. I can't believe they said that. I can't believe I'm in this situation. Whatever it is, just start tapping on it and just start kind of venting, because that's all you need to do. You don't need to know what you're doing. You don't need to have specific words. Just start tapping while you're acknowledging the situation that you're in that has caused this upset. And if you know all of the points, you can go through them and just keep acknowledging whatever the situation is, because how this will help you. The tapping, you're tapping on meridian points in your body, and this is where the energy is running. And this situation that's happened has caused the energy to become not stagnant, but kind of like stuck. So this will help open up those channels, because when you clench up like this, it freezes everything, and you can't move and you can't think. So this helps get the energy moving again, and it'll help you start to calm down a little bit, and you can think a little bit more clearly. And once you've been tapping on the issue, it'll help dissipate it in your mind, because tapping on it while you're addressing this thing that has caused you the upset will dissipate the emotional charge of it in your brain, in your body, and you will start to feel better. You will start to calm down, and it won't have that emotional charge in your body anymore. So tapping is a fabulous tool to have on hand if you can remember to use it when stuff like this happens. But in those moments where you're like, well, we've all been there. And get that source of support, that one person, and make sure that you have them available to you. And if you don't have that and you happen to stumble across this video, let me be that source of support for you. I get it. I'm breathing with you. I'm tapping with you. I'm recommending L-theanine to you. But just know that you're not alone, because sometimes that is the worst when you're in a situation like this and there's no one around. Maybe it's 3 in the morning and you don't have anybody you feel like you can call at 3 in the morning. If you found me, I'm happy. I'm here for you, because I understand what you're going through and you're not alone. I'm here for you. So I hope this helps when you go through one of those times, because it sucks. But just keep remembering too that it's only temporary. It will dissipate. Those negative feelings will calm down over time. Whatever your little tool is to help you get through it at the moment of impact, whether it's, something that you take a swig of, you tap, you talk to somebody, you breathe, just try and get through over that hump of the initial shock, and then just use these other tools to help you as that emotion dissipates and calms down and eventually fades away. Because, this stuff, 5 years from now, this incident probably won't matter at all. So you can project into the future too. And how important is it right now? You're probably not even going to remember it in 5 years. Hopefully you won't. But in the moment, it feels like it's everything and it's all consuming. So I understand that. So let's just breathe and calm down. And just know that you'll be okay. You are okay now. Even if you don't feel like it, you're okay. You're going to be okay. Keep breathing. I'm here for you. Get the support you need. And just know that it will pass. It's only temporary. So I hope this helped if you're going through something like that. And I want to thank you again for joining me this week. I'm happy that my weird life experiences always have something to provide me a message to share with you that hopefully will help you too. So, and if you enjoy these videos, remember you can jump over to my website, tannamarshall.com, and join the mailing list. They'll be delivered straight to your inbox every Friday. So with that, I just want to wish you a great weekend. Hopefully you're not dealing with anything negative or shocking or upsetting. But if you do, just remember this. Remember all these things. Breathe, calm yourself down, get some support, vent, get it up and out. And remember, this too shall pass. So hang in there, and I will see you next time.